Yeah, so when they start acting like that, another bull in the ring, buddy. Nah, man, what you need to do, I'll tell you what you need to do as a man. This is what I tell the young guys. This is why I like to sit down and talk to the young guys. Y'all young guys need to work on yourself. You need to get yourself. You need to work on yourself. Forget about everything. Focus on yourself, man. Get your money right. Work. Find your purpose. Whatever that purpose is that you were put here to do. Find that purpose. And just grow it. Because if you get your purpose right, if you get that purpose right, the money gonna come. You ain't even worried about the money. You just, boom, I'm on purpose. I gotta get this right. I gotta be the best at it. And you get that purpose up right, that money's gonna come. And you know, even if it don't come right away, man, it's probably gonna come when you about 50. But you get your money right, and then when you get all that stuff right, you're in a position to where you have more leverage. You got your own place, you got your own money, you got your own car. You ain't got nobody, you know. And then you go look for a wife. Then you go find your wife, and you get married and stuff like that. And then if you start cutting up, talking crazy and stuff like that, you can. You got me going. If she start cutting up and talking crazy, she can't kick you out. You got your own stuff. See, when you find out that a lot of women today, they like when you ain't got your own stuff, man, and you in trouble with the law. Because now when you start acting crazy and you doing stuff that she don't like, now she in a position of leverage. Now she gonna call the police on you. Yeah, she gonna call the police. Come get her. And then you gonna be over there saying, like, please don't call the police. See, now she in a position of leverage, not you. But you need to be in a position to say, hey, look, you know, if we can't work this out, you go to your place, I got my place, I'm good. Position of leverage, man. Get your money right. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take your screen. I don't think nobody at home got any rebuttal. Feeling is an emotion. Yeah. That's an emotion that you will learn from. A lot of our boys today have been socialized by their mothers. Yeah. And the mothers got them feeling. See, as a man, you can't feel. That's why my dad used to tell me, and I know women, I know y'all disagree with this right here. That's why my dad used to tell me, man, I used to hit my hand or hurt myself, and I start crying and stuff like that. Hey, man, cut that out. Try that. Matter of fact, you just didn't do that right, Dad.
Well, if you chastise in a certain manner, you put it in the chest. He's doing it because he does it. You don't want to make that mistake. That's when you learn. Okay, this is kind of good. You don't leave that aside.
That's right.
Kind of good.
And let me tell the ladies something, man. A man is not going to hurt himself. You don't ever have to feel the need to try to protect your son from his dad. Because if it's my son, I'm not gonna ever do anything. Now I can do stuff to hurt him a little bit, you know, but I'm working on it. But I'm not gonna kill him. Police them supposed to kill him. I'm not gonna kill him, but I love my kids, and I'm not gonna do anything to hurt them. And you have to respect that about these boys. And you can't just keep them away from their dads and stuff like that because you mad at the dad and all that kind of stuff. And guys, be honest with you, I think it would actually be better if at the age of 9 years old, you relinquish all authority to your son, to the dad. Just let him have it. Just let him go ahead and get him. Hey, here you go. They're yours now. And I think we have a better world because those dads, guys, it is what it is, man. I think you'll learn a whole lot better from his dad. Because, ladies, don't take this the wrong way. I don't think there's anything after the age of 12 years old that my wife could teach my boys. Nothing. Because the female's experience of life and the male's experience of life is totally different. All the woman had to do, I'm saying it's all you got to do, but in most cases, unless you like Oprah or somebody that is not attractive or something like that, now she got to build herself. But all the woman, it is what it is, but all the woman got to do is she wake up, 14, 15, man, you gonna be like, hey, man, he just don't believe I'm going here, don't he? But guys, they can wake up, ladies. I'm not trying to offend you or anything, but you can wake up at 14, 15, 16 years old and the fat starts to deposit on your body in certain areas, and you're gonna get immediate validation from men. This is just life. They're gonna start looking at you, they're gonna give you validation, they're gonna try to holler at you, they're gonna be talking, hey girl, what's up? You're gonna get that. As a man, you're not gonna get nothing until you get your money right. Now, let me say this right here. Now, there are some men who get stunted at that age too, and these are athletes, like guys who kind of grow up a little faster, they can play ball a little bit better. They get stunted. This is why you got Allen Iverson and people like that. They stunted. He won't ever go no higher because he got that immediate validation, and he really didn't have to do nothing but just be himself. But see, as a man, guys, that's why I say our reality is just totally different. I tell my wife this all the time. Our reality as a person is totally different. You grew up, my wife got that long hair, and pretty little girl, she was growing up, everybody, man, she got everything. But me, I was the ugly duckling. I had to grind, I had to fight for everything I got. And still trying to get it. So you gotta work to get validation. Then once you get your money right, see how I go? What you gotta understand is, and what you guys gotta understand, is women and men live their life in reverse. Women live their life on the front end. They can have all the fun on the front end because of the biology. Men, you're gonna get yours on the back end. You get your money right, you get it on the back end. But it's a different reality, guys. So give the sons to the daddy. Give it to them. You got sons and stuff, just go and give them to the daddy. Let the daddy deal with it. And the only problem with these dads is, the only reason a lot of these dads don't take, they look at it as, when they separate, like when you separate, a lot of times the woman, they get divorced and stuff like that. With the men, the problem with the men is, they thinking about all the girls they're gonna get. When they ain't got the boys, when they ain't got the kids around, they go, I got my own place, I can give me some girlfriends now. This is where I think that the African American race, I think we're spiraling out of control. I think we're actually over-sexualized. We gotta work on that too. So there's a lot of stuff we gotta work on. All right. Well, you know what a man wants from a woman? Do y'all know what a man wants from a woman? The one thing that a man wants from a woman, ladies, I want y'all to hear this right here. Cooperation. That's all we want. I was telling my wife, my wife was asking me, she was asking me something about the house or something. What's going to happen? Like, quit asking me questions. I got it. Just leave me alone. I got this. See, when you keep, men just want a woman just to cooperate. I want to be able to say, hey, look, I'm going to do this right here. Okay, I'm behind you. And I'm going to tell you something too, guys. Ladies, I'm going to tell you something too. This is a good one right here. If you did everything in your power for your man, everything, friendly, take care of him, just do everything. You know what that man gonna do? Now, I'm mind you, I'm saying if you pick that man right. So the problem is a lot of our women don't pick right. They pick the wrong man. They pick Pookie. He looked good. I like the way he looked. But if you get the right man and you do everything for that man will do everything in his power to build up his wealth to give it back to you. He will. Most men I talk to, if you cooperate with him and you behind him, well, you ain't gotta be behind him, but you can cooperate with him and give him respect and peace. Oh my God, that guy would get. That man will give everything he got. He would actually work hard. You know something? You won't even have to work. You got the right man. You won't even have to work. You can work if you want to. But if you got peace at home and you got cooperation at home, that's all. The right man, ladies, you gotta pick him right though. Can't pick Pookie. There's a lot of red flags when you look at Pookie. You can look at him and tell. oh man, somebody hit me again, but they ain't gonna let me go on this one. Oh, here we go. So I had a man agree. So I just want y'all to remember that now. Operation. Friendly and feminine. Friendly and feminine. Can't be out there talking about, I got my money, I got my degrees. Let me tell you something, ladies, you know something? You know something? We don't care nothing about your degree. Absolutely not. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna spend your money on me. Your money is your money. And my money is your money. That's how you think about it. You ain't gonna get them things. So you can even make all the money you want to. So ladies, don't think that just because you got these degrees and you smart and you got this girl boss thing, don't think that men gonna be like, oh wow, that's now you know who think that's attractive? Pookie. Pookie think that's attractive because Pookie ain't got no money. So he wants your money. Pookie like that. Pookie gonna, if you got a man, and I'm telling you, if you got a man that likes, if he's, see, if you're masculine, like you go out there, you girl boss and all that kind of stuff, chances are you're gonna get a feminine man. That's a masculine trait. So you're gonna get a feminine man. And you're gonna be with him for a while, and then eventually you're gonna be like, can't do this no more, man. This dude eating cereal every day and playing games. He wanna borrow my car to go play basketball. I can't do this no more. They said mama's boy Pookie. Yeah, well, you know, I don't call them. I don't call them mama's boy. The guys I think those. I call them what they call son husbands. That's what they are. Son husbands. Now that scares me, man. Sometimes I see the relationship with the mama and the mama and the son. It almost looks like they kind of go together. Yeah, it don't look good. But I'm gonna tell you where that comes from, guys. Ladies, let me explain this to you. I'm gonna tell you where it comes from. See, a lot of women, not talking about all, so don't put me in there. You talking about all. A lot of women don't like to be under the authority of a man. They can't stand that. And for whatever reason, I think one thing that happened to, especially in the black community, it was feminism. Feminism destroyed us. They taught you, lady, you don't need no man. Skip that guy. So you don't want to be under the authority of a man. So what ends up happening is you kick the man out, get rid of him because you got your degree. You kick him out. Then you raise that boy to be the man. So you take advantage of his masculinity. So if you need somebody to cut the grass, change the light bulbs, and do the little masculine thing that the man do, you're going to get it from your boy. But however, your boy is not going to have authority over you, so you don't have to listen to him when you say you can't go to girls' night out. So, no, you sit down here, you don't need to go there. See, they don't like that. They want to be able to go to girls' night out and just do whatever they want to do. And hang around divorced women. And I'm going to tell you, ladies, if you hang around divorced women, you're going to be the next one. Divorced women like to see other women divorced. Single women like to see other women single. And if you guys hang around them or you talk to them and you got aunts and uncles and aunts and all that kind of stuff that's single, you're going to be single too. They're going to talk you out of your husband. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, my sons do what I tell them to do. Yeah, they cut the grass. But it's not. But my wife is under my authority. See, my wife, I'm answering Tamara's question. My wife is under my authority, and my son, my whole household is under my authority. But guys, if we stick to this blueprint, this biblical blueprint, the God, the husband, the wife, and the kids, that hierarchy, it actually works. It really works, and you guys, and then I'm just talking about the black community. Guys, when you start seeing the black community start to spiral out of order, it's when the fathers were removed from the household. That's when hell broke loose in the black community. I mean, and it was in what 19? Matter of fact, Monahan. You guys need to go look at the Monahan report. Monahan was trying to warn. He went to LB Lyndon Baines Johnson. He went to him and said, hey man, this is a white guy named Monahan. He went to Lyndon Johnson and said, hey man, something's got to be fixed on this right here, man. We fixing to have some problems. He saw where this thing was going. He saw the YNs and what we got going on now. He said, you guys got to fix it. He went to Lyndon Johnson. Monahan, you guys need to look at his report. He took it to him, and so Lyndon Johnson said, no. Lyndon Johnson said, hey, look, you got a point. He said, so what I need you to do, the only way I can get this thing, get these jokers off of this right here, or get them away from this right here, welfare stuff, is you're going to have to go sell this and get Martin Luther King to buy into it. Monahan, guys, he went to Selma, Alabama. They was having a meeting in Selma, Alabama. He went to Selma, went to the meeting and said, tried to short Martin Luther King. They ran him out of that church. Martin Luther King and the guys on the civil rights thing, they ran him out. They said, man, get out of here. They almost killed that man. And Lyndon Johnson was like, okay, well, we got to keep it going. And this is the condition that we have. We have over 75% of our kids being born out of wedlock. From 1970 to today, we have more black kids that were aborted than Jews killed in the Holocaust. This is a fact. And we can say, well, where you get your information from? Hey, man, we can argue that. This is what's happening. We got our households flipped upside down. The woman is in charge, and the man is Pookie. He ain't even around. And we flipped him. And here's another thing what happened and during that time, the woman, white women went through the same thing. They gave white women that, and they gave Hispanics the same thing. I think they're doing Hispanics right now. But the Hispanics nor the white women kicked their men out. It was only when they gave it to the black woman kicked the man out. She said, no, we don't need you no more. It's only when you hear it's only that you hear black women say that they don't need their man. I don't need a man. I'm strong and independent. I don't need no man. You don't hear other races. Matter of fact, you know who got Donald Trump elected? No, it wasn't black women. It was white women. White women were the one that voted, but they told, but they told you black women. See, what black women don't understand is that feminist movement was created for white women. They got black women to jump on board on the feminist movement so that they knew that black women would push that agenda and make it happen. Affirmative action was the same thing, guys. They did the same thing with affirmative action. Affirmative action now benefits more. The DEI benefits white women and gay people. Boy, Hollywood can't make this up, man. God, dog. My bad, man. Y'all took me. I'm sorry. God. Golly, man.